My entire life, I've been told the brutal lie, you are perfect as you are. Someday you will attract a girl. And that is just a bunch of bullshit. I then started becoming dissatisfied with my body, and then I started to grow the V-taper physique. Already 3 years into this progress, I got 2 girlfriends. But of course, not at the same time, bro. Like, please don't put me to jail. And in this video, I will show you exactly how I did it so you can achieve the same results. Therefore, I will be going through the following steps throughout this entire video. Number 1, what is the V-taper physique? Number 2, how to achieve the V-taper physique, and a bonus tip at the end of the video, how to attract the girls when you have achieved some progress. Basically, it's for the future you. So step number 1. So what is the V-taper physique? Imagine that you have a Dorito. A Dorito is shaped like a V, right? So that's why I sometimes call it the Dorito look. But basically, the Dorito look or the V-taper is where you have white lats and white shoulders, especially the lateral delts. Those are the ones that are giving you the wider upper body. But it's not just enough to only have a wide upper body. We also need to have a thin waist. Basically, we need to have something called shoulder to waist ratio. And the perfect ratio from your shoulders to your waist is 1.6 times. So that is just a good thumb rule to have in your mind. But the V-taper physique is not just built up just by the lats and your shoulders. It is built up by 7 muscles that gives the V-taper and the aesthetic physique that we sometimes call it. And those muscles are the neck, your upper traps, your upper chest, your shoulders, especially your lateral delts, as I told you before. Then it is your lats, then it is your biceps, and the last one, your abs. When you have achieved some progress with all of these 7 muscles, you will have the most attractive body that a man can achieve, which is the aesthetic V-taper body, which is the exact same physique that I have achieved. Basically, like, of course it's not perfect, but it's fucking good, and clearly girls want it. Like, they are so attracted to it. I get so many lustful looks. There's even an episode that I want to tell you. It was from when I was at a table tennis tournament, and I saw a girl that I found pretty. She was from Asian, and I walked up to her and I started a conversation. From that point on, I could tell that she was looking to me throughout the whole entire hall, the entire time. And you know, a tournament is often like 5-6 hours. So for 5-6 hours, I kept on looking over to her every now and then, and I saw her with the lustful eyes looking towards me. Of course, it could be because I also was attractive, because I was bold, and I just walked up to her and talked to her, started a conversation. But the interesting thing was that after a match that I had played, I took off my shirt and changed into another shirt. And at that time, right after I had changed my shirt, she came over to me, and guess what she asked? Can I please have your Instagram? That was the first thing that she told me. Literally the first thing. And she had a friend besides her, like right behind her, and she even had a phone. And I don't know if she took pictures of me, but she kind of holded it up like this or like this, kind of taking selfies. So I feel like the fucking G, like, obviously, right? But of course, I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely have become more attractive from this period to this period. Like, I have developed such more masculine traits and just more attractiveness, and I can tell you exactly how to achieve this as well. So if you want these results even quicker from just these videos, then I think you will like my course. Go click the top link in the description. All the details are there. Now let's get to the step number 2, which is how do we actually achieve this V-taper physique that women clearly is so lustful over. And the first thing is that, as I said before, we need to train the 7 aesthetic muscles that will give this V-taper. And as I said, you already know them from before. It is the neck, it is the upper traps, it is the upper chest, it is the shoulders, especially the lateral delts, your lats, biceps, and abs. But the way that we train these muscles is just by keeping it simple. I will tell you one exercise that I will do for all of these muscle groups. So take notes. I will put them up, or my editor would put it up on the screen so you can write it down. So listen. So the first exercise for the neck is gonna be a neck extension. When you do a neck extension, you will grow a thicker neck, both from behind and from the front view. It will give you that more dominant look. For the upper traps, I want you to keep it simple and do either a cable shrug movement or a barbell shrugging movement or a dumbbell shrugging movement. I personally prefer the barbell shrugging movement. That's the one that I feel the most growth in and have seen the most growth in. Then for the next muscle, which is the upper chest, just do an incline pressing movement and a shoulder head pressing movement, basically an overhead press and an incline press. That's all you need for growing a good upper chest. Then for our shoulders, we have 3 heads. We have the front delts, we have the lateral head, and we have the rear delts, which is the one behind. And for the rear delts, we want to do a pec fly, basically where we have a pec fly machine and then we just do reverse flies. For the lateral delts, we will do a dumbbell lateral raises. Those are the ones that I've seen the most growth with so far. And for our front delts, we target them enough by just doing incline pressing and overheading pressing movement, so don't overcomplicate it. For our lats, I want you to keep it simple and just do pull-ups. But of course, if you can't do pull-ups and you don't have the strength for it, either by resistance bands, so you can build your way up. That's what I did. That's what I really began to see a lot of growth in my lats. But you can also just stick to a lat pull down. It's just not that aesthetic as if you do pull-ups. So I would recommend doing pull-ups. But if you, again, can't do them and you don't want to invest money into bands, then just do lat pull downs. For our biceps, we have short head, long head, and we have the brachialis. For the short head, for the peak of the bicep, basically, that's when we want to do something where our elbows is in front of us. So do preacher curls for that muscle. For our long head, do a cable curl where you really focus on having your elbows behind your body and think about pulling your pinkies up to the roof. For our brachialis, we want to do just an exercise where we have a neutral grip. So this is, for example, hammer curls. Just keep it simple. For our abs, we have both the upper and the lower abs. Usually our upper abs is getting targeted when we do all compound movements. So basically pull-ups, bench press, and when we do squats. All of these compound movements, basically. But the lower abs is the one that is the hardest to grow. So therefore you want to do some kind of leg raising movement. I recommend you to do lying leg raises. If that's too easy, then do hanging knee or hanging leg raises. Try to really curl your body, not just using your legs, but think about curling it inwards. That's a really good tip to activate the abs. Then I want you to train only 2 to 3 times a week doing full body training. I know this seems so low because every bodybuilder tells you to do 5 or 4 to 6 times a week. But the thing is, you have to understand that they are all on fucking steroids, you know, the ones that are fucking big as fuck, you know, the bodybuilders. And even if they are not on steroids, some people just have the energy for it. I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't really recommend you to do it because, again, it also takes a lot of free time away from you. I have tried to do 6 times a week, I've tried to do 5 times a week, I've tried to do 4 times a week, and I've tried to do 3 times, and I've tried to do 2 times. 2 and 3 times a week is the one that I see most growth and strength growth in. Because it's like, I feel fresh whenever I come to the gym. Think about it, if you do 6 times a week, you can't do the same intensity for every single workout. That's fucking insanity. Nobody can do that. That's why I would recommend you to just do 2 or 3 trainings per week, because you can really focus on just really spamming out every single set that you do and train every set to failure. And that's how we grow. We need to train to failure. Then your workouts, every single workout that you do, just do it between 45 to 60 minutes. So basically 1 hour. That's what I have been seeing the most growth with, and I don't feel fatigued. I feel sore. It's amazing. I feel like I've really pushed myself far, but it's not like I'm dead. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna fucking pass out. Then a secret strategy that I want to give you is not to train like everybody else. Don't do 8 to 12 rep ranges. Do something called RPT strategy, which stands for reverse pyramid training. Reverse pyramid training, I want you to imagine having a pyramid and then you turn the pyramid upside down. We have 3 layers. We have the upper, middle, and the lower part. The upper part is the biggest. That means that we can take the most amount of weight. That means that we want to do a lower amount of reps. That means that we are going to do between 4 to 6 reps in that set. But this is only something that we do in the compound movement lifts, because it wouldn't make sense for us to do 4 to 6 reps on a lateral raise, for example. So when we do compound movements, we want to do 4 to 6 reps in our first set, 6 to 8 in our second, and 8 to 10 in the third set. Basically, we decrease the weight by 16% in every single set. When we do isolation work, I want you to do like isolated exercise. That means lateral raises, bicep curls, all of this, right? I want you to do 8 to 10 in the first set, then you do 10 to 12 in the second set, and then we do 12 to 15 in the third set. When we do it like this, we get both the strength benefits and we get the hypertrophy benefits. That is what we need to get that V-taper and aesthetic physique. Because if we just grow muscle, we don't get stronger. And if we don't get stronger, obviously we're not going to grow muscles, because we are not pushing our muscles to failure. We want to push them so far that they need to adapt to the new weights and the new strength levels that we want to get to. This basically means that we're going to do high intensity training and not high volume training. High volume is basically training like a bodybuilder. You do fucking 15 sets for your fucking chest in like fucking, I don't know, 2 exercises a week. That's fucking way too much. Just train your chest 2 times a week. That's fine. And then do 3 sets in every single exercise. That's literally all you need. And again, if you want me to make a program for you so you don't have to do it yourself, which will save you so much time, then I have, again, the course. Again, just go and click the top link in the description. I am currently having it in pre-sale, so the price will be the lowest that it will ever be right now. But it won't be long before I double the price. So again, go down and click the link in the description if you're interested. So step number 3, the bonus tip, how to attract the girls when you have achieved some progress. Again, this is for the future you. So basically, I want you to understand something called cold and warm approaching. Cold approaching is when you come up to a girl when you don't know her or when she hasn't even smiled at you. So that's cold approaching, right? You don't know her. Warm approaching is when you know the girl, or if she has been smiling to you and she has opened up to you. So she makes it easy for you to come over and talk to her. Basically, she opens up her body language to you. This is the way that I have gotten the girlfriend. Let me tell you another story. So at another table tennis tournament, why the fuck am I? I'm rizzing up people from fucking tournaments. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But anyway, at this tournament, there was a girl that I had to play something called doubles with. Basically, you're playing 2 against 2 in table tennis, right? And I had never seen her before. So I was kind of excited, and I thought her name sounded pretty. So I was like, you know what? She's probably going to be a pretty girl. And she was. She was exactly my type of girl. Both behavior and looks and the way she looked. So basically, as soon as I saw her, I actually went up to her because I thought that it was her, because I saw a pretty girl. I literally just went up to her and I was like, excuse me, you shouldn't be the name. I'm not going to tell her what her name is because of privacy, of course. But basically she was like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, oh, amazing. I'm your double partner. I'm looking forward to play with you. That's all I said from that time. And then I walked away and she was interested in me. She began to smile at me. We began to talk to each other. I invited her even to my home after this event and she wanted to. So that's what you can see. Even if a girl hasn't even smiled at you yet, you don't know if she could be interested. So I highly encourage you to just go up and try to talk with them. I know it seems scary. I know that you're also gonna fail sometimes, but you are definitely gonna succeed at some point if you just keep on trying. So please just trust me when I say, do more cold approaching. Just go up and talk to girls. Improve your social skills. That will make you so much more attractive. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of video, then go down and click subscribe to this channel. I will turn you into a fucking aesthetic Greek god. I know that I'm the only fucking person that can do it, while you also enjoy your life, because it's only 2 to 3 times a week that this takes, you know, to go to the gym and all this. I'm basically one of the only ones that teach this on YouTube. That's why I'm so valuable. So go down, click subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, then go down and go up and click on this one right here. Someplace right here, right? Just watch it, bro. I'm so valuable. I give you the best fucking tips in this world. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Have a wonderful day.